We're back live with the passing show. Nothing much new out here, but I'm heading up towards the Atlantis venue for music, live and otherwise. Traffic on Florida Avenue this evening. It's Friday night. Should be a good show. Better Off Dead, a Dead cover band, local fame. And they're good. They sometimes buddy up with the Jerry Tripsters and do a thing called Legion of Jerry, which I like. This is not going to be that, but this will be the first time at the Atlantis, which has been built, the good offices of Dave Grohl, who also, I believe, owned the Black Cat, or last caught Marco Benevento's trio. This time it's going to be Rex and Alex DiPietro, who's the lead guitarist, and man, he's good. Tasteful, no? Not too much, but look, he split on that fretboard. He just blows me away. Just got a new cheap guitar, really cheap, kind of a piece of junk from China. I thought I'd try it out, see what it was like. Awful. Read a review of it. I said, oh, this is unacceptable. It's like, yeah, sure enough. But I guess maybe I can work with it. Tuned it. Took a while to tune. Seemed like as soon as I got the strings going in tune, they slipped out of tune right away. That's not so great. But, it is what it is. You get what you pay for. My God, China is churning out the stuff. Immersing us. I was thinking about Philip K. Dick, who figures on heroin, as a icon of sorts. And this interpretation of one of his short stories, Do Androids Dream of an Electronic Sheep? It's called Electronic Dreams, this miniseries of films made from his short stories. And one of them, something like Amazon, just keeps on cranking out product, right? Keeps shipping it. Can't be turned off. It's automated. And these rebels try to break into the factory to turn off the machines, stop the endless flow of goods being produced and shipped without remorse, And as they go and work with the robotic customer service, they eventually realize that they themselves are also robotic. There are no real people anymore. Oh, they thought they were real. And who's to say? Certainly seem real to me. Now we gotta wait. I think they're going to get the light first. Haven't got it yet. Everybody's got a red hand here. Not sure why. They got it. I could cross here, and that's probably a good idea. I'll be going down the other side of U Street. Eventually, I'm going to have to cross it again, but at least I can move. 4, 3, 2, 1. And, oh, God, I got this acid reflux going on. I should have taken an antacid before I left the house. The gall rises up. I've been a little angry lately. I'm pretty sure that a guy I befriended recently just called to try to hit me up for some money, which I ain't got. Yeah, it never goes over well with me. I'm always like, come on, guy. Let's buddy up here and recognize what we're here for. I would if I could, but I can't, so I won't. I'm not made of money. I might talk a good game, but when it comes down to it, I'm pretty skint. I'm not complaining, though. Not complaining about what I got. Seen better days, but who has not? It's kind of my theme song. I got to get on the radio today, guys. I was on KSKQ for about 20 minutes, maybe a little more, talking to my friend Holly Lorian Adams, who is the hostess of the morning show on Mondays and Fridays. Well, it's just Fridays. Now it's Mondays and Fridays. Tune in at 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific time or 10 o'clock Eastern time. Now, I guess it's more like 11 o'clock Eastern time that she comes up on and runs till 1 o'clock my time or 10 o'clock her time. That's right. 3 hours difference. And she plays a lot of good tunes. She's doing a lot of show tunes this time around. And Pointer Sisters came up right after I got her to play Cold Irons Bound from the film Masked and Anonymous. It's kind of hard to say that, masked and anonymous. 20 miles out of town in Cold Irons Bound. There's too many people. Too many to recall. I thought some of them were friends of mine. I was wrong about them all. Some things last longer than you think they would. You think they will. Some kind of things you can never kill. That's it. So it has to rhyme with kill, right? Anyway, there's another good line in there. I went to church on Sunday and she passed by. My love for her has taken such a long time to die. Yeah. And in that the way, a lot of us spend a lot of time falling in and out of love. And some of us just addicted to the feeling. Being in beginnings and being at the ends. I don't really appreciate the middle. Tell you, I do now. I'm so happy to have found someone with whom I can form a more perfect union. And that's happening. Oh, absolutely. We got a place across the street here is at L'Oreal Plaza. Very popular Mexican joint. Wearing an Anarchy in the UK t-shirt. I think the Sex Pistols were actually playing recently in the neighborhood, surprisingly. Of course, they're missing Sid Vicious, bassist, off himself and his girlfriend Nancy years ago. And yeah, got $5 parking at L'Oreal Plaza restaurant only. Some pretty illumination here. No, we go. Sure, that acid reflux settled down eventually. I had some peanuts and raisins before I left the house. And before that, I had some rice and beans with cheese and spices of all sorts, mainly pepper sauce of different kinds, and Worcestershire, and cumin and garlic, and paprika and chipotle. So it was fun. It was pretty tasty. A little chili powder. It is what it is. A little turmeric, ginger, all mixed into it. Give my body a lot of different molecules to choose from. Remember, every cent spent is a vote for the kind of world we are co-creating. So a vegetarian diet is a good idea. And yeah, you can change the world just by being mindful about what you're doing. Being conscious can change your life just by not watching your step, too. So I got to be careful of that. I see a lot of loose bricks. Here I'm rattling under my feet. I'm moly. If I can find something along the way that might settle my tongue. Just rearrange some water molecules back there. Stepping in the puddle. This guy's watering his plants. Everything's moving. Everything's in the course of becoming its opposite. Enantiodromia. Heraclitus came up with that term to describe how everything is becoming its opposite. Day becomes night, night becomes day, things are in rotation. dead, alive. It's all good. I saw August 3rd, Sunday, after next, I guess. It's going to be there's a Sunday, 2 Sundays. Anyway, it's a while in the future. I think it's just 2 Sundays. August 3rd. There's going to be an IMAX presentation at the Golden Gate Park live performance of Dead and Company, which will be celebrating 60 years of the Grateful Dead's music. That's remarkable. And then 60 years. What started out as a little blues band, some guys who really liked to play. And they started exploring and sort of developed a rapport with each other, lived together for a while, same house, and, crafted themselves into this phenomenon. It's really changed the world in a lot of ways for the positive, even as the negative has been happening right under our noses. And, it's out there to be discovered for anybody who's interested. And a lot of people are. My God, they're prolific. Crow. I love to watch the crows watching us. A lot of times they are reacting to the human beings in their environment. It's said that they're capable of holding a grudge for a number of years against a human being and identifying individual humans pretty easily. Ones they like, they'll actually bring shiny objects to. And that's really kind of a cool thing, too, I think. They can make moral judgments of us. Isn't that funny? Is what it is. And I'm going to head up to U Street now. Been on T, and now I'm going to cross over here. Some places winning ticket. I think I could probably find something to settle my tummy here, so I might do that. Let's take a look. Might drop you in my pocket while I get something. Or just continue talking and filming. Because why not? I don't think there's any law against it. Old gardens, flowers. I wish I had some bug repellent because I think I'm getting mosquitoes. See if the air conditioning in here keeps them down. I think that is cool. Thank you. Yeah, wine. What I need is something more, sort of a milky, something or other hydration drink. Exactly. Maison. I don't like that. Let's sing it. I might not have what I need here. Aloe. If aloe would do it. She's actually looking for something more like a milk kind of stuff. Is Planet Oat milk big? Too big. Something smaller. No. Oh, really? Oh, it's settling down on the sound. Might just have to keep on walking. It's pretty self along the way. Oh, so wait. So we have here kombucha with the protein stuff. It's probably the chicken. Conquest of abundance, folks. Look at the coffee bar crunch. 30 grams of protein. It's all right. I think I'll do that. I think we were smart. 1849. 349. I think I'll do cash. Bye. Well, if you want to. Hey, thank you. Panic. Dropping everything all over your floor here. Pretty sure. What was that? Let's see if I can get down here. Gotta get a new wallet. Cards fall out all over the place when I try to open it. I gotta figure out if I can get that. Pull the plastic part. Do that have? That's sturdy enough. All right. Up I go. One. It really hard to do. No, hey. It doesn't. Yeah, I did it. Right. There's a miracle for you. Thank you. Yep. My talent for physical comedy is still intact. All I really wanted was this Fairlife protein drink because I kind of need it. Satisfy what ails me. Sure, it's door time already. It's about 18 minutes past door time at the Atlantis. And I'm at the corner of T in New Hampshire. That's a good ways from the Atlantis. But it's okay. There's no real rush. Maybe I'll hang out with the bartenders. Who knows? Life is short. Look at the beautiful gardens here. Mine's got some spider plant going. That's what my mother used to call that anyway. I guess that's what it's called. I love the seed pods on them. They kind of spring. Yeah, gorgeous. Weeds abound and unkept yards. There's the Haddon across the street part of the building. Sticky out here. Humid Washington, D.C. weather. Oh, so who's with me? Sam joined. Oh, we got 14 people had popped in. This passing show is just taking me down to the Atlantis from my house on F Street. It's supposed to be about a 31-minute walk. I'm sure I'm going to take a longer walk than that. He's having a lot of sort of acid reflux from the food I eat to fuel me up for the show. And raisins and peanuts and rice and beans. And that was not sitting well with me. So we got a little Fairlife protein, 30 grams of that. Every cent spent, about, and $3.49 was spent on that. Not cheap. So what? It's all good. You know what? I won't be on this road. I'll be on that road. I'll get over there. These guys have red. Looks like I can slither across. Boom to boom. You can see the Washington Monument down there. Huh. I just got a glimpse of it anyway. Illegal crossing. Well, let's see. What else can I comment upon? You're seeing a little bit of humanity. Two guys over there on the waiting to cross. Number of women over here waiting to cross, guy by the bus stop. A different variety. Human beings about. Everybody's got a story. Everybody's making choices. I think that my friend Luke was on the bus stop there. Then again, it could have been somebody else. It looked like Luke. Who cares? I like Luke. He's a good guy. Youngish fella. I'm going to drop the pin of this here. High quality. 2 grams of sugar, 150 calories, 8 naturally occurring vitamins and minerals. Hooray. Joint custody vintage vinyl here. Buy, sell, and trade 12 to 8 every day. They got it. If you're looking for it, a bigger selection even than tiny vinyl. Place called Doobie District here. I think I know what they're selling. At least Clear Town, no, Sergio Bar, Epiphany Salon and Spa, inspired by Deep, Lady Clipper Barbershop. What's that about? CMS Sound Style, Opulent Society, Studio.com, Artisy, Flocken, a number of birds of one kind. Alleyway, Art. It's Ruth Ruth Bader Ginsburg, former Supreme Court Justice. She had retired during the Obama administration. Might have had some chance to have somebody else from the left in there to counterbalance the current judiciary, which is largely right leaning. You don't believe it. It's a wonder. Some other people probably heading down to Better Off Dead. You can see that with that great felt shirt. We got it's a gray hair. Oh man. Last time I had a ID done over at, I think actually USDA, they recorded my hair as gray. If you don't think my hair is gray yet, a little bit on the sides, beard's gray, but still got some color left. Although I'll be losing it 5 degrees, I expect. My mother's still got some of her color in at 86. Women age differently than men. Poor dear. She's had a hell of a time. Sat there 2 weeks ago. Went there with Len and we stayed overnight. It's costly. Crazy warm out here, I tell you. Been looking forward to getting into some air conditioning and a few more vlogs. It is what it is. Interesting. Things people get up to. I tell you what, my head is beginning to itch from the heat. Prickly heat. And I'm breathing, taking in the passing show, who, what, when, and where. A little bit of primary documentation for historians of the future, potentially, of what was where, when. There were a lot of photographs. My hometown, folks found somewhat useful for reconstructing buildings that were lost for the restoration kicked off 100 years ago. She was about to do. Rutherford B. Goodwin, the rector of Bruton Parish Church, engaged the interest of John D. Rockefeller Jr., who would pony up some money to buy a house, and then another, and another, until he basically bought up most of the properties that made up what is now Colonial Williamsburg. A little area down towards the college was left as a shopping district, sort of an open-air mall of a colonial revival character, not 18th century buildings, but, they didn't bother trying to reconstruct what had been there. They just converted it across here because I got the light. For now, as I've walked up and down these streets a fair amount over the years, I can tell you, see a lot of the same faces. You need to recognize some of the usual suspects who are out and about at any given time. It's a brutal day to air-wise. Everybody's moving if they ain't already there. Everybody's got to be somewhere, and this is where some of the people are. It's one of the bands I like in the neighborhood. Gordon Sterling and the People. Gordon's a really nice guy. I got to talking to him at Songbird. We were at Michaela Davis' show. Michaela plays harp. I'm the main, huge harp concert thing that does jam band kind of music with her band Southern Star. Solo opening for was Raina Mullen. Raina's really nice. And she's with the Happy Fits now, but she was with Ghostlight and American Babies before that. Tom Hamilton Jr. So all these people out there trying to make it. Pardon me. All these people trying to make it through the night, through the day. Are they prickly? I mean, it's just the humidity gets on the skin and you start to sweat a little bit and you just get this burning spots on the skin. It's kind of painful. But, bear your pain with pleasure, then you'll have lots of pleasure. That's the old saying. There's Sports and Social across the street. It was one time Smith. And Lynn and I had our 11th anniversary dinner there before we went over to see Imogen Heap play the Lincoln Theater. We had seen Imogen the night before in a VIP only thing at American University. Someone got a picture of us sitting with the handful of VIPs. I bought into that a long time ago because I wanted to support Imogen in her work. She's amazing. We're going to catch some of her work. It's advanced thing for Lynn's birthday on a matinee, 23rd of August. There'll be a lot of kids there. It's called Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. And Imogen did the music for that Broadway play, which is kind of a fan thing. It's not J.K. Rowling's. It's something someone wrote spinning off of J.K. Rowling's creation. But I don't think J.K. Rowling's objects. But protein drink helped settle down the stomach a little bit. More basic calcium and, as I said, proteins. Oh boy, it's going to be a while here. Jump out if there's a gap in the traffic. Not there isn't. No. Well, it won't be long now, 13 seconds. I have to douse my head, stop listening, stress and itching, irritation, sweatiness. But as far as parcel of things, summer. Summer in the city, back of my neck, and something in gritty. You can't remember the words. The Summer in the City by Loving Spoonful, but you know the tune I mean. Familiar with 60s music at all. At Lincoln Theater coming up. Ben's Chili Bowl right after that, a real landmark since 1958. Denali. Lots of head shops. Chicha. There's a metro station near the Green Line. Wonder who's playing tonight. Lincoln Theater, August 15th. Let's see anybody. I got too much of them. I got too much of them. You can't buy my boat like that. I bet I can. Somebody pick out. I bet I can. Salty. I'll see it's not no break. Better look close. That's very soft. Ooh. Spoon. Yeah, that's hot. Dukum. Ethiopian restaurant. True Farmers Building. Historical marker. It's usually beats that is your mark. Pivot. On words. Okay. And it's sticky. More artwork on the walls. A lot of beauty to the grittiness of the city. Nature comes back up. See plants coming here and there, trees. So do what they can. Like, you know, onwards. We're coming up on what used to be Bohemian Caverns. I think Dizzy Gillespie said, now this is a jazz club. There it is. At the top, you see Bohemian Cavern, yeah. Big saxophone. It's now apparently a place called Mama San. So I know, man. Things change. Some things stay the same. Oops. Sorry. Got one on the light. I don't have one. Oh, well. Yep. You're wary of your surroundings here. Always watchful. Oh, still a little warm. What are you on power? 87%? That's probably good enough. Good enough to get through. Really not supposed to charge a battery beyond 85%. So let it go down a little. That's cool. On moving. Keep moving. Hell yeah, on the tram. Old Robert Johnson number. All kinds of things cross the mind as one surveys the spaces, and it's like the brain is not the seat of consciousness. Looking for consciousness in the brain is like looking for the announcer inside the radio. I'm not in there. I did talk a little bit about being on the radio today, and I did a little talking about Mitch Horowitz's 30-day diet. I'm trying to tune myself to think in terms of everything happening for me as opposed to me. And I hope that we can sort of maintain that kind of thought process as we go, document my footsteps, and be a part of this world. I think this would be a good place to go diagonal. I'm going to go the 4-second crossing. I can probably just about make it before it comes up green for the oncoming. Yep. Did it. Just barely, but did it. Up. Here's what it is. Whew. If it's cool in the Atlantis, I'm going to be so happy. There's somebody with 930 in there. Bumba. This might be an interesting route to take. I don't know. Look at all like graffiti. Urban broker real estate. Early. Crows flying. Sun setting. Sun ray blasting up there. It's a small world. Small planet we all share. Tall tree with a huge scarring. What do they call that? There's a word for it. Not coming up with it. I think it starts with a G. It isn't a goiter. That's a human thing. Oh boy, there's the Atlantis. Sure is shooting 2023. I go up to the rooftop today. Up. See the awning coming into view from the branches. Atlantis. Oh boy, a lot of terrain to cover here. Up and down, all around. 1650. I'm gonna cross this one. No turn on red. Wait. Yes, I'm waiting. And over here we got the Wet Dog Tavern, bottle collection, smart something or other. Well, there's also opportunity. Food. I don't know. Radio tower coming up out of the 930 club, it looks like. I don't know if they broadcast out there or what. Sure looks like a radio tower to me. Guy wires, stuff. Looks like barriers up all the way down. I'm going to have to cut this and bring out my ticket. So thanks for joining me on the walk. It's been eventful, rambly, as usual. But tomorrow we've got Jay Vinera joining me at 11. So stop in. She was with me last week at 11 on Saturday, and now we're going to do it again. Not next week after that, but let's be traveling. Looks like Better Off Dead's got a bus, or somebody does. Might be the band at 930 Club at the same time. No idea. Okay. Come around. Coming around. That's that. Wrap it up. Thanks for joining.